It is May 20th, 2026. It's about 9 a.m. in the morning. It's not real hot, but we are starting to film earlier in the morning in anticipation of heat. We brought my little min pin out in his buggy, and he seems to be comfortable. The goats, of course, have come to join us, and our objective today for the Urban Alpaca Girl Show is to, with Alpha and Beta, give them more training on carrying a saddle pad, and we're going to put weight on the saddle pad today and make sure that they're okay on feeling weight on their backs. Now, we had to park the Kubota here because there was a mechanical problem, and I wasn't sure whether Alpha and Beta would walk by it to get to their tacking area. And we now know, yes, they will, because there's one behind you as well. No problem. The Kubota did not scare them. The goats are here to watch. They always try to come out and watch if they know we're going to be training. And I watched another video last night on YouTube about how to train goats. I'm getting closer and closer to working with them. They're not going to have halters, they're going to have collars, like a dog does. And they are so much a part of our lives here, and really want to be, being that I have a lot of experience training dogs, horses, mini cows, alpacas. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to convince Brownie and Blackie here to service my requests, whatever they be, to walk along with me, to back up, to go through a gate. And I hope you'll watch the Urban Goat Girl Show when it starts going online on YouTube. Okay, that's Alpha with his saddle pad on. And we have a sack there with 2 logs that are about the weight of a child. We've done this in the past, but it was many, many months ago, and it's getting close now to actually going out on the Rancho's trails. Now, what is Alpha going to say about feeling that weight on his back? Now, are we going to be able to move without it falling? Well, we'll see. You'll see, because we are videoing the Urban Alpaca Girl Show this morning. Once we had a mishap many, many months ago when I had my English saddle on, I think it was Beta, and it hadn't been cinched up tight enough. And in fact, it slipped under his belly, and he did freak out. Fortunately, he stopped freaking out, and we were able to bring order back to our training session. Okay, so it looks like Beta is following him. Now, I have one complication here because I don't want to leave my min pin alone. Can I get him to get him closer to our training? Oh, okay. Maybe I won't have to, because we can train here too. Let me just stay here near the Kubota. The sun is in my eyes, but now I'm in the shade. Yeah, that's good. That's great. That's like we're out on the trails. Who knows what will be there? Will they be goats, dogs, kids, equipment? And he's got weight on his back, and he's being very, very good. You're getting an A so far, Mr. Alpha. The goats are watching. The min pin is watching. His name is Thor. Yeah, that's good. challenge them with trees and hoses and portable panels. And it's very interesting that Beta is following along as if he were on a lead line. That gives me confidence that we will be able to teach Beta to do very soon what Alpha is now doing. On a lead line with a halter on. The first few times that we go out to the Rancho's trails, we might just do it with halters and rather than ground driving. They've been out there on the Rancho's trails, but there have been some issues, like when there was some mechanical equipment being operated in a neighbor's yard. They were resistant to go by. Beta's watching. Yeah, no, he said, okay, I'm coming through. Very good. I think we can do both boys today. We just won't do it for very long, just to see. Oh, the wood is kind of offering to slip down. Now, if it fell, it would spook them for a moment, but I don't think it would be a big issue. Yeah, just try to keep your eyes on it to make sure it's not likely to fall. And the next time I go to my Golden Oaks Ranch, I'll bring my English saddle back here. We do have a sanctuary there for large farm animals, and most of my tack for the large farm animals is there at this time. Very good. You know, now Alpha's looking at both goats. Oh, and he's a little bit resistant. But willing to move on. Very good. Now what's Beta gonna do? Because Alpha's going back into the tacking area. He said, I better get in there because I know I'm next. Min-Pin Thor is doing very well. Goats are here because they choose to be here. I'm kind of holding on to the Kubota. We did have to order the belt that was slipping, and it's coming in today at the Kubota shop in Grass Valley. So soon we'll be finishing the mowing, the flail mowing here at my Table Meadow Rancho's Ranch. Very good. You got an A+, Mr. Alpha. Now, what will Beta get? What grade will Beta get? Let's see. No, you stay, Thor. Stay. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, Beta so far is standing there. He's saying, oh, I know what you're going to do because... Hey, bad dog. Bad dog. Get back. Get back. Okay, I'm getting closer. Okay. I might line this cart with on the top here with towels or something so he can't stick his head through. You can see that the urban alpaca girl who used to be the urban cowgirl is an urban animal girl. Any animal I'm trying to provide pleasure and care for. Okay, now Beta so far he was pretty good about carrying the saddle pad. Now what's he gonna say about carrying the weight? A little bit hesitant, stepping aside. It's all right, it's all right. It's all right, now he feels the weight. He gets a click. By the way, clickers are used with goats too. Now, will he walk with the weight? And if it falls off, what will he do? At least it won't be hanging on him like that saddle was months ago. And he finally stopped and we got the saddle off. And I didn't know that the cinch was that loose. Or maybe it had gotten loose somehow. Okay, yep, that I anticipated that's a possibility. But he's okay. As soon as it fell off, he was okay. Okay, now we have to make a training choice, go back into a smaller area. Go back into the tacking area maybe and walk around there a little longer. You can see Beta is not as fast a learner as Alpha is. Now he says, don't put that on my back. See, now he's afraid of it. It's all right. It's all right. But when we were training the boys to lay down for us, once Beta learned that that was the right answer, he did it. There was no doubt that he wanted to give us the right answer. Okay, we're going to do a little bit more just with the saddle pad. We show you what works and doesn't work. We show you how we get past what doesn't work. Because it all might happen to you too if you're trying to train your alpacas. And our philosophy of training is apply pressure if they're giving the wrong answer. And if they're giving a right answer, they get a reward, like a click. Better. Okay. Now we got to think about how we're going to handle the weight training on Beta. If we do it with my properly cinched English saddle, which is a very lightweight saddle, that may be the way to proceed. Good. I like doing the obstacles. He's a little bit resistant. Why? Why is he resisting? I'm not sure. Around the trees, around the sprinklers, around the water tub. That's all part of being out in the real world on the rancho's trails. Who knows what we'll find out there? But we have 20 miles in order to travel on the rancho's trails without any resistance from the HOA and from the trail system. No motor vehicles allowed on the rancho's trails. And I have 5 gates out to the trails from my 6-acre property here. He is a little bit concerned. I can see it in his body language. But now he's behaving well. And I'm just going to turn around here and make sure Thor and the goats are doing well. They are. Okay. Very good, boys. Looks like Alpha knocked over the tack bin, but we can fix that, and he doesn't seem to be freaking out. Good. Okay, we have a little bit of next time planning. I will bring the saddle here before Friday, as we intend to meet again Friday about the same time. Oh, he's going to try it again, but only if you go in there? Yeah, put it on him in there when the gate is closed so he can't spook away. Thor is doing well. I've got my clicker in my left hand. And if you can just walk around, I'm not sure you'll be able to. No, he's too... Okay, even if you just stand there and he feels the weight, he's looking out at the big pasture. Good, good. I'm confident he'll be as good as Alpha with more practice. It's been his learning history all along. Just takes him a little longer. But once he learns, once he knows what the right answer is, he tries very hard to give it. Click. On the goat YouTube video last night, they had a clicker, but every time they clicked, they gave the goats a treat. I haven't done that. For me, I want the message to be when you hear that sound, you're doing right. Good boy. Oh no, the tech cabinet, the tech thing is not down. Maybe it was, and I'm not sure if Tavis picked it up, but yeah, we need to start in smaller spaces with Beta. We need to give them a little more practice. And if you keep watching the Urban Alpaca Girl Show, I think you'll see he eventually will be able to walk in a bigger space, like the space behind me, with that weight on his back without getting spooked. I wasn't sure how spooked he would be if it fell off. And it did fall off, but he wasn't super spooked. He calmed down pretty soon. Good boy. One step at a time. Reach our sub-objectives. Get to where we want to go ultimately for the training task, and show you on the Urban Alpaca Girl Show how we did it. Very good. Okay, he only gets a B, not an A. Remember, Alpha just got an A+, because he was so good the first time. And Thor, my min pin, is happy. The goats are here at their choice to watch. We're opening the back gate. Ever since we flail mode, the alpacas are going out there daily. For a while, when the grass was so high, they didn't even go out there. Now, according to what I watched on the YouTube video, when a goat wags his tail like that, he's saying something. It's not necessarily a good statement. He could be upset about something. When you see a dog wagging his tail, we usually think, oh, they're happy. Let's see. We're going to start watching the goats, especially during these alpaca training lessons, to see if we understand their body language. Now, why is Beta wagging his tail? When we've got the gate open now, he can go out to the alpacas. He can come back here to Thor. But he's wagging his tail. What is he saying? He is saying something with his body language. In some respects, we're essentially starting the goat training, but it'll be mixed in here with the alpaca training videos until I have somebody who can take responsibility for goat training like Tavis does with me for alpaca training. Both boys are wagging their tails. We aren't requesting anything of them right now. They're free to go here, there, or anywhere within the fences. And actually, fences don't stop them. They just go under or through. But they've chosen not to leave the property. And at night, they do join the alpacas at the sheds, and I get to watch them with my surveillance cameras and my lighting. Okay, now it looks like Thor is going back to our shelter, our house, and we will be uploading this video. The alpacas are watching Thor come out. I love the way they all interact. And I will close the show now. SoniaSokolow@gmail.com. Please communicate with me if you have any reason to want to communicate with the Urban Alpaca Girl.